What is up, everybody? In today's video we are going to finish up the downpipe on my E30 exhaust, all that. Today's episode, my name is Ryan, this is Project Race Car, let's get into it. So currently this is how the K-swapped E30 sits. This cone is just for mock-up right now and just to kind of keep the turbo to not get any dust in it. So we will be figuring out a different solution. But I was able to find a welder to weld the pipe, so we will put that on in this video. But first, we need to start really mocking up the downpipe, and I was able to throw a couple tacks on this stainless steel piping, and it is 3-inch, but you can see that we have plenty of room. But what I want to do today is finish this up and get this fully done. As you guys know, this is a precision turbo. We have a 5862 and we have the TF Works tubular manifold, and we are going to be creating our own downpipe. Since we'll be working on the car, we need to get it lifted up. So I'm going to put ramps on the front and then jacks in the rear, and then we will have the whole car lifted. Hey, don't tell anybody, but I said that I was going to do the axles, and I didn't. So we need to do the axles in this video as well as we need to do the clutch slave cylinder in the transmission to completely finish everything underneath the car. Also, you guys will have to excuse me. We started hitting our first 100-degree days here in Austin, and it is extremely brutal. Yesterday we had a heat index of 112, so we are dying. So if you guys hear some clips with the fan on, just ignore it. So this downpipe isn't going to be anything fancy. We have just a straight 90 on it, and it's actually lining up pretty well. We currently have a somewhat of space in between, and then I went ahead and mocked up a flex pipe right underneath it. So then we will do another 90 off of that. Trust me, this is not going to be the craziest welding job that you've ever seen, but we'll make it happen. And what's good is that there's always room for improvement in the future. We now have this U shape, and then we have a 90 off and then straight down into a flex pipe. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to chop this bottom half, and then hopefully we should get the right angle to be able to just fit that on, and then have the perfect S shape towards the back of the car. Okay, this is what I was able to get, and we went ahead and just cut that 180, and it was actually perfect right at this height. So we are going to tack it up and put it back into the car. Okay, so I'm actually really happy with the placement where it's not touching the exhaust and it's not touching anything down there. Okay, this is the shape that we have. Not too bad. All right, let's weld it up. Okay, I got the downpipe all welded up. Now we just need to fit the exhaust up and see how close we are to like being there. I'm going to put the exhaust up tomorrow since it's like a bajillion degrees out right now. But we are making some good progress. But before we put the exhaust back up, I need to put in the axles because I never finished that. I present to you brand new Amazon axles. Okay, let's throw these in. Okay, we got both axles in. Now we just need to get the axle nuts on and then fill the diff with fluid. Perfect. We'll torque those down when we get the car on the ground. I'm likely going to get some heat protective wrap for the exhaust. That way it hides my really crappy welds. Okay, next we got back our charge pipe from the welder and he was able to weld on the blow-off valve and then also this 1/8 NPT bung on the back. And this bung is for a link IAT sensor. So we can go ahead and screw that guy in and throw on our blow-off valve and then get this in the car. Perfect. Okay, now that we have our sensor on, we can throw on our blow-off valve, and we have the TurboSmart Raceport blow-off valve. So we are just going to put this on and put on the V-band. In true fashion, we don't have enough clamps to fully finish this, but alas, we will still get it on and kind of fit it up. All right, I will get the two hose clamps ordered, but that is looking super official. And so we just need to run the two vacuum lines to it, and then that is all good. Awesome, and we got the IAT wired up and plugged in. So now everything on the intake side is relatively done in there. Just ignored this and these two things. But yeah, I will do that off camera, but this thing, I'm feeling it, it's close. Okay, also, I've been really neglecting this interior, and I need to put it all back together, but it's very simple. So we are just gonna do this. Boom, just like that, we got the interior all done, and that is one more thing off the checklist. I honestly think, likely in the next video, we will get this thing started and running. And that is huge. I'm getting very nervous, but I mean, it's all coming together. So I've been trying my best to just get through this and to just keep making progress, because it's very easy to just lose motivation on a build. But I appreciate you guys all for sticking with me and keeping me motivated, because I am pumped to finish this thing. Okay, so how the exhaust is looking, we have the 90 and then another 90 off of that. And that ends right here. Our old exhaust comes to right here. So we need about 2 feet to connect the two, and that should be pretty easy to fab up. As you guys see, I am actually drenched in sweat. I've been working really hard to try to make some progress on the E30, and I know that I haven't been great about posting videos regularly, but I'm trying to get better about that. As you guys know, with builds, the last 10% takes 90% of the time, and so we made really strong progress, and then now it's just about finishing all the little things. Little things that aren't too fun, like getting the vacuum lines to the intake manifold, and plugging in all the sensors, and trying to fab up and make stuff work and do all the little things. It all just takes so much time. So I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I am going to end it for today's video, but we made good progress just on the fabbing up the downpipe and just all the little stuff like finishing the diff and just all the little things. A like on today's video would be incredibly helpful. Don't forget to subscribe so that you guys can see the first startup of this car, which should be in the next video. I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and until next time, my name is Ryan. This is Project Race Car. Have an amazing day. Peace.